What's up, PT people? Back again. Took a little break over the holidays, but we're back to it with another article review. The title of this article is The Comparison Between Eccentric and Concentric Resistance Exercise Training Without Equipment for Changes in Muscle Strength and Functional Fitness of Older Adults. Authors of this article are Katsura, Takeda, Hara, Takahashi, Nasaka. Reading from the abstract, we'll start with the purpose. The present study tested the hypothesis that resistance exercise training focusing on eccentric muscle contractions would improve muscle strength and functional fitness more than concentric contraction-focused resistance training in older adults. Eccentric strengthening isn't anything new. We know that creating tension on the muscle while making it elongate can increase muscle hypertrophy and strength. You're also able to produce more force during eccentric contractions, allowing for more load to be placed onto the muscles. On to the methods. Healthy older adults were placed into eccentric or concentric training group. They performed 4 to 6 basic manual resistance exercises focusing on either eccentric or concentric muscle contractions once at a community center and at least twice at home a week for 8 weeks. So we're looking at at least 24 sessions of either eccentric or concentric exercise programs over that 8-week period. Muscle thickness of the quadriceps femoris, knee extensor maximal voluntary isometric contraction strength, 30-second chair stand, 3-meter timed up and go, 2-minute step, sit and reach, and static balance with eyes open and closed were assessed before and 7 days after the last community center session. For the results portion of this study, I'm going to read the eccentric gains followed by the concentric gains for each of the statistically significant improvements. Changes in muscle thickness of the quadriceps femoris, 21% to 6.7%. Maximal voluntary isometric contraction strength, 38% to 8.2%. 30-second chair stand, 51% to 34%. The 3-meter timed up and go, 16.7% to 6.3%. The results for the sit and reach are not labeled in the results under the abstract, so we can assume that there is no statistically significant difference between the concentric and eccentric training groups. And lastly, we have the static balance with eyes open and eyes closed, 35.1% to 8.8%. And those were all improvements from baseline. And we're going to finish up with the conclusion, which was these results show that the eccentric manual resistance exercise training was more effective for improving lower limb strength, mobility, and postural stability of older adults when compared with concentric training. This suggests the significance of emphasizing eccentric muscle contractions in movements to maintain and improve physical function. As I've said before, we are reviewing the abstract here. I do not have access to the full article. I can't tell you what the 4 to 6 basic manual resistance exercises were. This doesn't mention if the testers were blind to the groups. The abstract also doesn't mention if the members of each group were blind to the study. What I would like to address is that these were healthy older adults, age ranges from 65 to 84. So that's something to consider when trying to transfer a non-healthy older adult into an eccentric-based program. We also have to consider the increased prevalence of delayed onset muscle soreness and determine the time you want the eccentric portion of the movement to occur within and how to progress them as they become stronger in terms of the duration of that eccentric portion. That is it for this article. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button below and subscribe for your next update. Have a good one.